What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome back to Exos Heroes on this very early morning down here in Austin, Texas. In today's video, we have the newest director's note for the Christmas event and new contents. Now, if you are brand new to Exos Heroes, because I know a lot of people have just recently started the game, director's notes here in Exos Heroes are pretty consistent. We get them very often. That's one of the very positive things about Exos Heroes is that most players that are playing the game, we already know what's coming, and not only do we know what's coming, we know the director's thought process behind those changes and those upcoming features, which I definitely appreciate for Exos Heroes. So let's go ahead and go through some of these. Like I said, these are the Christmas notes and the new contents. So there's going to be a new path of trials. So at the end of chapter 14, the story of Brun has been concluded, and the bosses that you met in Brun will now appear in the path of trials. We have prepared a total of 11 episodes in the new path of trial chapter 6. Challenge the bosses who have become stronger to get tons of rewards. So new path of trials, lots of rewards. This is pretty hard content. Even I struggle with this, so don't think that you have to do this the day it drops, right? Just keep this in your back pocket as you need zest, as you need rewards. Just kind of refer back to it as you get more power. So Christmas, a fate core. To celebrate Christmas, we have a brand new fate core for Rachel and Bathory, who look fantastic, who have disguised themselves as Rudolph and a Santa Claus. We've set Rachel's fate core as a reward for a 7-day event, so we're all going to get Rachel for free throughout that 7-day event. And then Bathory's fate core is going to be the middle reward in the purchase event. So let's take a look at that real quick. So here is the current purchase event. So if it's like the middle reward, you know, there's only 6 stages in the final stage, so I guess it's like right here, like 3 or 4. So stage 3 or 4, I guess, is where you can anticipate where that Bathory skin is going to be. And on the very, very high end, if you look at how much 5,000 crystals is going to cost you, so $44 to get the skin guaranteed at the high end. Quantum Raid Christmas. So this is one thing, once again, I gotta say positive about Exos Heroes. This is gonna be a slight tangent, however, and I know for a fact that I'm not alone in this thinking, and that says nothing but good things about Exos Heroes, right? So when Halloween came out, we got our first taste of Quantum Raid. Me personally, I hated it. I hated every aspect of Quantum Raid. I thought it was slow. I thought the upgrade process wasn't very good. I hated the fact that it didn't have auto repeat. There's a lot of things I did not like about the Halloween Quantum Raid, but one thing that I knew for sure about that Quantum Raid was that when the Christmas Quantum Raid was going to be added to the game, I knew it was going to be different and improved. How did I know that? To be honest, I really didn't, but I was basing it on the track record of Exos Heroes. Like, I knew based on past history with this company in this game that I knew that they would not put out the Quantum Raid in the same exact fashion as they did in Halloween. Like, I was confident, and I feel like a lot of people out there also felt that. And like I said, this is nothing but positive praise to Exos Heroes. They might not always do the right thing, but I feel like they move rather quickly compared to other games in the industry. Like, if this gameplay mode was like in a Bandai game or something like that, it probably wouldn't be fixed for years. But I knew, like I said, based on the track record of Exos Heroes, I was like, there's no way they're gonna put the Christmas Quantum Raid in the game exactly as it was with Halloween, right? So here we are with the new and improved Quantum Raid for Christmas. We have improved unsatisfying factors in Quantum Raid, reflecting on the user suggestions from the previous Quantum Raid. Right here on the screen, we can already see repetitive battle, repeat on defeat, because sometimes you can beat a stage, but you get like some bad RNG and lose. So I'm very glad they added that feature as well. We've made some basic improvements, such as adding repetitive battle function, reducing the required amount of levy stones, so the stamina, and changing the method of level up and mana acquisition for each job to improve accessibility in the Quantum Raid. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Furthermore, we've added unique skills to certain heroes to provide more varieties of entertainment. So hopefully this is better this time around. I mean, with repetitive battle, it's not any worse than Core Raid is, right? So it's basically just like Core Raid. You set up your team, you auto repeat, you level up, you keep it moving. So I'm very curious to see what this looks like going forward. Shout out to Exos Heroes for making the changes so quickly. So we have a new signature force added to the game for the Vagabonds, and we got Big Booty Thick Schmitty right over here. Look at him trying to cut it off. We know what's under here. Also, the buff effects. Check this out. The buff effects and required material for the 3rd and 4th enhancement stage will be improved. The number of consumed heroes in 3rd and 4th enhancement of the 1st and 2nd stage will be reduced to 2 to 1. All right, so let's go into game so we can kind of see what this looks like. So here's my signature force for North Von Frosty. You can see right here, here's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. This is the reason why I had to use shoe, stage 4, and basically what they're gonna be improving. So for example, here on stage 2, tier 3 and tier 4, both require 2 shoes, what it does. Now it's only gonna take 1 shoe, what it do on each one of these. So 1 here, so 2 in total instead of 4 in total, which is a massive change. That same thing applies here on stage 1 as well. So that's going to be a massive improvement when it comes to rising in the ranks of Signature Force. And for people like myself who have already proceeded to the 3rd and 4th enhancement of the 1st and 2nd stage, we will be getting compensation. So definitely looking forward to getting some of that. We believe that the previous Signature Force seems to barely have merit considering the consumed material. I don't know if I agree with that, but you know what, I'll take it. So we've improved it by lowering the hurdle and enhancing the performance. Look at Exos Heroes using new words. You love to see it. Knot of creation, I don't know what this is. Knot of creation can be carried out by reopening the string of creation by collecting certain knot of creation points between Air Squadron members. So I think the new reward for the Air Squadron report are gonna be these knots of creation, and knots of creation are gonna allow you to reopen string of creation banners that you've already completed. Maybe, I guess. That's the best thing that I can gather from the notes here, but that just seems like such a narrow, small niche of players that want to go back into the string of creation. So I guess that's what that is, but we're gonna have to see once it's added to the game. Story and Path of Trials content mission difficulty modification. So they're gonna be making this a little bit easier. All existing no break conditions will be removed. Thank God. That was the worst one, right? The game tries to teach you all about breaking Guardian Stones, but there are all these stages throughout the story that are like, don't break anything, don't touch anything here in the house. Like, I hated those story missions so much. So those are all gonna be removed from the game. And now they've also reduced the number of break conditions as well. So there's gonna be a lot less break conditions, including inside the Path of Trials. Now, I do like the break mechanic, but there are some stages in this game where it just really just stifles and slows down the gameplay. So I'm definitely a big fan of these changes. So we have a new Fade Core theme on the way called Synergy 2. So the last time around we had K-pop. This looks like J-pop. So we're gonna have a J-pop idol group added to the game. Now, as far as who these characters are, the one in the center, guaranteed, that's gonna be April. She's a pretty easy character to spot. So it looks like the main singer in this group is gonna be April. So the girl to the left, I'm gonna say is Obelia. She has the blue eyes, as you can see. She doesn't have pigtails, but that doesn't really matter when it comes to Fade Core themes. They can have different hairstyles. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that is Obelia. The eyes match, like the face matches right over here. Yeah, that's gonna be Obelia. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is Kea. Now, I know Kea is a darker skinned waifu, but she does have the same color eyes here. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Kea. And this is not the very first time where the skin colors haven't exactly matched on Fade Cores. If you guys remember, this was the OG Glenn right here. You see, you looking, and then this was the Fade Core Glenn, right? So as far as skin tones, they don't necessarily have to match, and when it comes to hair, they don't have to match either. So that's gonna be my guess on who these characters are. Obelia, April, and then Kea are gonna be your new Synergy 2 J-pop style idol group. So can't wait to see that. So we have some other improvements here when it comes to content progress speed. So Wug Fun Fest, something that I almost never do, and Holy Dragon Grounds are designed to be played with no extra controls needed. After receiving a few opinions saying that these contents have somewhat slow progress speeds, we have made improvements on this matter. So Wug Fun Rest and Holy Dragon Grounds should be faster in the next patch. They've improved the hero rating and walkthrough board. Sometimes some people put some suspect information in there, some cuss words, just some really bad things are in the walkthrough board sometimes. So now we're gonna get a thumbs down function. So we will be able to, thumbs down some information that's bad or belligerent, and then that information will eventually be hidden so people can't see it anymore. So that's very, very good. So from here, we're gonna get some UI improvements when it comes to notifications on wearable equipment, the notification on consumption of a strengthened hero. I would have loved to have this before I burned my King Shoe on the Signature Force, but I digress. So future players aren't gonna have that problem. Once you're done with the story mode, the game will automatically set you on the path of trials. They've removed some of the tags for required heroes and dungeons. The next Eternal Bond is going to be King Shu in Dorka. And last but not least, you're going to get a brand new login screen for Christmas, Christmas theme in the villages, and then the dragon is going to have a Christmas Santa Claus outfit as well. And that will be the end of Season 2. And next up will be a more interesting and fun Season 3. So I can't wait to see what that's all about. We apologize for recent issues that concerned you. We will do our best to run a better operation, make satisfying content, and be up to standard. Thank you for your interest and support to Exos Heroes. So that's gonna do it. And I cannot stress enough how much I appreciate these director's notes. When it comes to most games on the market, there's not really a lot of games out there that do director's notes as often, as consistently as Exos Heroes, with all of the extra thought process behind them as well. Exos Heroes is kind of in a league of its own on that. So I definitely appreciate it. And this is the reason why I'm always so optimistic on the future of Exos Heroes. Now, with all that being said, let's see if I can kill all that optimism. I have a random fake core. Let's go ahead and see who it be. A Glenn! No! I don't want no freaking Glenn! Dude, I hate this game. I'm uninstalling it right now. Once again, my name is FG3000. I thank you a ton for watching. See you guys in the next one later. Glenn.